Hello, my name is Tiffany Cockburn, and this is my exhibit proposal. The title of it would be Women in Beauty Through the Ages of Time. And I feel like the exhibit would be important for the people of my community to see because it would bring feminism and qualities to show empowerment of women and also how beauty has changed over time for women. The location I feel like would be great in a larger city, especially near somewhere with a all-girls school. The overall layout of it and decor would probably be more of like a feminine exhibit. I'd have a lot of velvet pink couches, just a lot of pink, just to really raise up that feminine decor. And probably very open windows, curtains, maybe even a mimosa bar, because I love mimosas. All women love mimosas. And then, so I'm going to now present my art that I would have in the exhibit. The first piece of art, right, this would be the first piece of art that would be in my exhibit. It's part of prehistory. It's the Venus of Willendorf. It's 25,000 years old. It's one of the oldest and most famous surviving works of art. It's a statue that emphasizes her reproduction and childbearing parts, and it's also related to fertility. I feel like this is a great part of history to show how women were viewed in the beginning. It's mostly just reproduction, but of course over time you'll see that women of course become more. And then the second piece of art I would have is the Aphrodite of Kindios. It is from ancient Greece, and it was made in the 4th century before Christ. It was made in the late classical period in Greece. She is a marble sculpture of the goddess of love and beauty. She is serene and yet modest. It is one of the first feminine nude forms. And I feel like that this is a great piece of art because it really opens up the idea of female nudity, because before this all sculptures were male nudity, but this really helps open up feminism and shows the beauty of her, and a lot of the Greek women actually really enjoyed the sculpture because they realized her beauty was very similar to theirs and could really understand her. Right, the third piece of art I would have is from ancient Rome. It's the Poppaea Sabina. It was made the 1st century after death. And she was actually, this is a marble sculpture of the headpiece of a Roman empress that was the second wife of the Emperor Nero. Historians and everyone alike saw her as a beautiful woman. She is strong and looking straight, showing power. There is no need for anything else besides her neck and face. She is beautiful with curves and a very symmetrical face that shows very feminine qualities. For my fourth piece of art in the world religions category, it would be India, and I would pick Lakshmi. Lakshmi, at the time of her being reborn, all the gods fell in love with her beauty. She is the goddess of light, beauty, good fortune, and wealth. She is very beautiful. She sits straight up. She has very pale skin and dark features. She seems very peaceful, and I feel like this is a great representation of beauty to show women that just be calm and serene, and she's very natural appearance to herself with very decorative features. Alright, the fifth piece of art I would have from the Middle Ages is the tomb of Eleanor of Aquitaine. That dates to 1204, and it was made in France. Eleanor of Aquitaine was one of the most remarkable women of her time. She was the Queen of France and then of England. She was very well known for her beauty even after death. And there's another view of the tomb. And then this is actually a photo I found, which I thought was very neat, that I would also include in my exhibit. It's a reconstruction of the tomb to kind of give an idea of what it looked like back in the day. You can tell even with death, she is very peaceful and very strong and fair complected. She doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but she is very beautiful in her own way. All right, the sixth piece of art I would have is from the Renaissance, and it is the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. There's actually difficulties with the dates, but it's sometime between 1503 to 1507. And actually the work of beauty is with her smile. A lot of people can't determine if she is smiling or frowning or just looking like meh, but people have actually killed themselves over her beauty, made like notes claiming that they killed themselves over her smile. But I feel like at the time she is a great representation of female beauty. She's got a very natural look and looks very content. But I guess it's just up to the people of the exhibit to figure out if she is smiling or not. She leaves you up to surprise and guessing. All right, and my final argument about why I feel like the City Council should approve my project is basically you don't see just museums based on women throughout history and their beauty, and basically kind of like the aspects of it, just like Mona Lisa's smile. There's not just like one museum set to that. It'd be a great addition, especially for girls, to realize that beauty's changed over time, that they don't have to stick with what's going on, say with the Kardashians or whatever. Like, it constantly changes. And then also it gives a great representation of feminism and empowerment for women.